When we had a look at this red previous, it looked as though it went past the brown. Ronnie didn't play it, I assume, because he was... There you go, it does go. And I think he didn't play it last time because he was tight against the cushion and didn't fancy getting in position, but he'll take it on now, surely. Well, he still didn't fancy it.
If the red hand to stop near the blue, Ali Carter could play this with a little bit of confidence, but you can't play it where the red's finished, next to the blue.
Strange choice, though, from Ronnie when that red had just passed the brown. It looked as though, you know, it could have been a pot that could have set the frame up for him.
Ronnie's probably realising this is a massive frame, being the last frame of the evening. It's either 3 frames or 5, isn't it?
Yeah, you've got to bear that in mind, absolutely. And he's probably also getting the feeling that Ali's going to push the boat out, and he's probably never had that feeling in the match so far. You know, he feels a couple of good safeties, and Ali might be tempted by a long one.
Needs that red to speed up.
He's covered it. He's got to be careful when he's playing this, Ronnie. He avoids a kiss on the black. And we played it the other way. Is he nestling behind the brown? Not quite. Yeah, good shot. The double kiss has spoilt it. He's left this red on for Ali Carter.
Ronnie's so disappointed to have just got that little thin kiss there. Ronnie was so disappointed, he smiled going off towards the table, and he actually, funny enough, looked at his shoe as if to say he was a bit unlucky there, but I don't think he was unlucky. Now surely can he get the green into the bunch? I mean, the blacks have no value. Yellow into the bunch is a big target as well.
Yeah, that's the line he'll be looking for. Just caught the pink first, but he's not done any damage to the position. He's on a red, that's all he was hoping for.
3. 4.
As I say, he'd preferred not to have flicked the pink, but it didn't spoil it. Now he's going to play the pink. He's pretty good with the rest, is Ali. Now, where does the pink go? Does it go on its own spot? And if it does, is it available? It's in
10.
the open. And now Ali Carter with a 28-point lead. Well, he's not one to the side cushion. After the colour, he's going to need 3 of these remaining reds. 2 of them are easy.
Yeah, I just wondered, John, whether he's put that red on the pink spot, which means the pink will go onto the black spot. It's straightforward if the pink goes on the black spot. Obviously, probably not. the pink must spot. I mean, if he was sure the pink wouldn't go on its own spot, he just stuns the pink in for that red.
Oh, and it does, and because it does, it's now tied up.
17.
And it's also tied up the red as well, so it's not straightforward anymore.
Well, Ali Carter and his team
18.
should take a lot of solace out of this, if he can come out of this session 5-4, because, boy, he's done nothing this evening, really. If he escapes 5-4, he must feel like he's won the session. He's made break of 56 in frame 9 and
23.
59 in frame 15, and they're the only 2 breaks over 50 he's had. And to win 4 frames against an O'Sullivan that's actually in form is a pretty good performance.
Ali Carter, 23.
Not only has he missed the red has run across the table and brought the other red, which was close to pink, into play. So one good pot from Ronnie, and he's right back in this frame. And it goes now. Needs a good kiss on the green, you feel. He's not got it.
1.
But he's just about on the black, you would imagine, but bit of work to do. Well, maybe the red that's just to the right of the pink will go to the left middle, same pocket as the black, funnily enough. Oh, it's the pace that kept that one out.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 1.
So 40 points behind. So we see that black. And as Ali Carter comes to the table, I'll reverse the situation. 40 points ahead, 51 remaining. He's looking for this red and one more colour to win this vital final frame. Well, what a fluke.
1.
What a fluke that is. And it's a frame winner, I feel. That now puts him 48 points in front with 43 remaining. And if he doubles this red, Ronnie will shake hands and say, see you tomorrow afternoon for the 3rd session. In it goes, so it's having fluke. But he needs a bit of luck at the moment. He's had a rough night, but as you say, Willie, to only lose it by the odd frame, as he's not played his best. Hang on, we're waiting. This blue's in. This blue's in. No, it's not.
9.
Anyway, they'll shake hands. I would think Ronnie will be a little bit disappointed to have lost that frame. Ali Carter is taking whatever he can get at the moment. He'll go into the 3rd session tomorrow afternoon. 3 frames behind, but it could have been worse. 10-7, O'Sullivan.
Carter still in this. Ronnie will sleep on that 3-frame cushion overnight, and I wonder how comfortably he'll sleep knowing this man has certainly not given up the chase as Ali walks back to his dressing room. And he'll be back to Team Carter. I wonder what Peter Ebdon's verdict on all of this will be. But, you know, it's been a long day. It's been hard to maintain the concentration levels. It's been mentally draining indeed, and that's just us watching it. How would you sum up this opening day? Really tough, hard match-play snooker that we've seen, John.
You've just done it.
Sorry about
tough,
that.
hard match-play snooker. I think it's one of those scorelines that both players will be reasonably happy with. O'Sullivan will be happy to be 3 frames clear, and it could have been a lot worse for Ali Carter. So there's a bit in it for both of them. And there's plenty more to play for tomorrow, but I think it's ended at the right time as well. The 2 of them were running a little bit on empty there. They need to have a good night's sleep and come back tomorrow and start again.
And you've got to say Ali Carter did deserve that piece of luck in the last
frame. I think so. I mean, there's a few frames there where he was very unlucky, and okay, he had a free shot here on the red, missed it into the yellow. Probably, you know, over the course of this session this evening, you would have to say he probably deserved that fluke. And three frames in it, I'm sure he's delighted, because that was a must frame. I felt if he lost that frame, got 5 frames behind, the match was almost over. But he's back in it. He's showed a lot of great qualities, a lot of instinct qualities to stick in there, even when he's not playing well. And he was totally out of sorts this evening, and a lot of times during that match. But he's managed to still close the gap, and he's still in it for tomorrow.
Well, there's the stats there, and I've got some more stats to throw at you, particularly Steve here, because this is only the second year that we've played this format on the opening day of 8 frames and 9 frames. But when we look back at the greatest comebacks after day 1 deficits, Steve, we've got 3 good ones here. Overnight deficits of 6 frames to 9, 1992 Hendry against White, 2000 Williams against Stevens, and 2005 Murphy against Stevens. And that was the biggest overnight deficits. 6-10 it was overnight for those ones. But what sort of chances do you give Ali Carter at 3 frames behind here?
Well, he's kept himself in contention. He's lost the first 2 sessions, and he's looked like on the brink of being totally outplayed at times, but Ronnie hasn't completely put him to bed. So therefore, what Ali Carter's done, he's put himself into a situation where if the game does change in any way, shape or form, if Ali can up a few gears somewhere along the way, and then Ronnie drop down a fraction, Ali's ready. He's not too far behind. So I think all you can say from Ali Carter's perspective is he's given himself a chance should the equation of the match change.
What about the tactics? We talked about the strategic game that Ali was going to play here, and I think it's been, well, a bit of hit and miss at times, really, but overall, has it worked?
I think it's worked in patches, but I mean, Ronnie has showed flashes of brilliance, but by no means has he played top form in this match so far. And equally Ali, I mean, as Willie said in commentary, he is getting chances, he's just not scoring enough. I mean, tactically he's been pretty sound. I mean, his safety has been excellent throughout this championship, but when he's getting chances and he's creating chances from his safety play, he's just not scoring enough. And John Parr said it today many times, that when you do get chances against the likes of Sullivan and even Hendry at his best, you have to make the most of them. You have to really put him under pressure and win frames in one visit, and he's just not doing that. He's just not firing on all cylinders when he's creating those chances.
I think that the one thing that we always talk about on this opening day of the final is always how much the championship has taken out of you, and it is a long haul. It's a marathon event, this one. At what point do you really start to feel under pressure with fatigue, John?
It may very well come a little bit later on it, but it's certainly there today. I think the last session, the last 3 or 4 frames tonight, both players were looking like they could do with a good night's sleep. You're quite right. I mean, it's a long old haul. It's a long haul now because players are so much better than they used to be overall. I mean, there was great players in the past, no doubt about it, but it's just every round now has got great players in it, and there's nothing easy. Even your 10-3s and 10-4s, you have to work hard to win them. So sometimes they can run out of petrol a bit quicker. Have
you detected signs of fatigue this evening in the players, Steve?
Well, I always feel that Ronnie O'Sullivan is one of the players who doesn't seem to really sort of get in that situation, because he doesn't really get bogged down too much in that tactical stuff. But it's been hard snooker today. Both their shot times have been up. Ali Carter isn't that far away from playing brilliant. He just needs a bit of help from Ronnie O'Sullivan. There is the possibility, as John said earlier, that once Ronnie's tested, he just moves up another gear, and that he could possibly coast in this tournament, in this final, and just get over the line just by doing enough. And that, at the moment, seems like what he's doing.
We have seen some amazing.
I was just going to say, I don't think Ronnie will be very happy, even though he's got a 3-frame lead. I don't think Ronnie will be totally happy with his performance today. He'll think he's missed a trick there tonight. He could have been a bigger gap going into tomorrow, so I don't think he'll be over the moon going to bed tonight either.
Well, we have seen some absolutely amazing moments of brilliance, as you pointed out. We've seen that 1-4-1 from Ronnie, and that incredible clearance in that frame 7 of 92 when Willie Thorne thought he could only make a 20. So it's certainly been of great interest to us all here. Thank you very much, guys, for sharing it with us today. It's been a fascinating opening, few exchanges here.